2028 abato no emube de o ebesa ye hu NPP for so met maji 2 minutes 2028 NDC for nsada braka say John Mahama ahase re pa de toa na NDC beto aso Musa Dankwa executive director of Global Info Analytics na Global Info for akoye nhwemu foforo ana ode ho nsama betuga say who na be lead NPP ana who na be lead NDC in the 2028 general election no. Now, the outcome is quite interesting for the MPP or Chechrim, so only delegating quite a dinkomo. Never NDC dia only will be organ habia selected people, not only delegate nor restricted and research no. Ya the one some eba. Na aya see dinketia. Haruna Idrusu, Julius Debra, Kasela to Forsen, Okujata Blakwa for NDC. Number MPP nso a hwan Dr. Bawumia, Kennedy Akompre kwa Agyapong. Engineer Kobeneji Agyapong and as a why na Global Info Analytics or more research in a point so obey the party yet hon some bashana so high na Janto TV so but you only new click the subscribe button is here we are no one turn on notification so I'm drop a video now you be the first person to get it we share video now like it no comment no share na for so na share Global Info Analytics or more executive director a friend of Musa Dankwa akoye nhwemu for na enra no TikTok enra Sunday 5th October 2025 no TikTok live ana o chechire mo nhwemu no oye for NDC and NPP in terms of who leads NDC and NPP in the 2028 election no na o chire mo say NPP party ne de only MPP delegate in kwani din komo say prime minister na so 1st January no delegate na be select Dr. Bawumia Kennedy Agyapong Brian Champon anase ye waduchum anase kwabena Agyapong delegate na be select enti Musa Dankwa echire mu say only delegate mention nso ene din komo mama nko tie Musa Dankwa ensema nka so de tudwa ye beto aso.
Yo, good morning. Mahama kwaba biom eba Global Info Analytics and Sunday 5th October Obekaya the MPP race no ebetujwa sometime last week or maybe Monday and you share the details of the race no among delegates omo aba MPP flag bearers no say no moka the behwe the race niko across the nation. Now, I share race in different blocks. Blocks on your Chimobe 9, you would account block. Regions are account for doors who change piano, you can in a boom and a share wine or one of homody ever. And a day northern blocks in so boom and a share say wine or one of homody ever. And a devote annuity a boom and a share wine or one of homody ever. And sana is a swing no a Greater Accra Central and the Western region. Ye one a ball no homody so across the country are delegate no in Pabaya 2,700 and over in a year serving all the 16 regions. A frame delegate or telephone so randomly. But telephone no a Pekin numbers 241 constituencies. So delegates are almost 241 in a telephone no randomly a Pekin and a nomadi in Kita. You delegates no are more twabano. I more from polling station executives no. You omo number omonina. Beto abano your number to omo na efre omo no omo ye be 95% of omo moto MPP aba but mojide say omo de omo awon be ka ho still that number no be around 90% or slightly more and omo adwen no and be determine who becomes MPP flag bearer. I don't believe say omo e don beka hono ombesisa album no materially into this sample from nearly 90% no a very fair representation of the delegates view. According saying MPP race among delegates Bawumia 47%, Kennedy 17%, Brian Champon 3%, yaw ɔsɛ edichum 1%. Kobna Agyapong 1%. 4% say almost say omunum the ombeto but omon country from not disclosed for. And 27% say omo ye undecided omunanya omadwen say ombeto we and we. Inti we any race no across the country. We had the happen year between August and September. August na Bawumia 52%. Afe Eswati about 47%, but drop 5%. Agyapong 3%, and then 3% NCSI. Or say Edichum 1%, still 1% NCSI. Kennedy now was 17, still 17 NCSI. But Kobna Agyapong na over 0, Afe 1%, across 1%. Omo almost Omon Country, no more 9%, Afe Eswati about 4%. And now almost say undecided no. Na 18, afe 27%. We share the course between August and September no. Bawumia number 9 so no. So echo undecided. And so anko Kennedy and now Brian and now yaw edichum. And now we share almost say undisclosed no so almost no undecided no. Inti we na race no at the moment. Now, yeah analysis big. Ya share block na me bon ho asem no, o me kan ho asem no. Opa akam block no Bawumia lead 39%. I mean oka 8 main akan region bomwa. E hono Bawumia 39%. Kennedy was 20%. Brian Agyapong 3%. Yaw say Edichum 3%. Not disclosed for Kobna Agyapong 1%. Not disclosed 4%. And 30% say we are undecided. 30%. It was true. Over Northern Bloc over all the 5 northern regions Kabuma, Bawumia was 71%. Kennedy 6%. Dr. Brian Agyapong 1%. Yaw Edichum near 0. Kobna Agyapong near 0. But 3% here not disclosed or undisclosed, and 19% here undecided. Uba more voter uti block no. Bawumia over 48%. Kennedy over 16%. Dr. Brian Agyapong 3%. Yaw Ose Edichum 1%. Kobna Agyapong 0%. Not disclosed for 8%, but undecided 24%. Oba swing block no, swing near Greater Accra, Central Region, and a Western Region. Bawumia 45%. Kennedy 24%. Brian Agyapong 3%. Ose Yaw Edichum 1%. Kobna Agyapong 1%. 4% not disclosed, and 21% undecided. Inti say in a race niti across the nation among delegates, delegates no, and blocks no. Ya chechire mo see the blocks niti. October yi besang aye MPP delegate ni bio. De besi biano e wa maswati. Say when the video like it, comment and share.
So that was for NPP. Na NDC nso you drew NDC na Musa Dankwa echemu say unlike NPP on delegate in Kwanedi nkomo. NDC dey obiem bisa question say hina na nka pese lead NDC in the 2028 election. Atie for most me busa mo wadwen kire yeden. So when na Julius Zebra mami who comment section honom asiri nkete mami who comment section honom. Why na pese lead NDC in 2020? How na do so education minister na Musa Dankwa research no pointed towards how na do so. But percentages now close. How na do so Kasela to forcing sa Ensula Sedin Ketia Julius Zebransu Yanko Musa Dankwa executive director Emma Global Info Analytics. And some of the two who leads the NDC in the 2028 election. Now, the research, the methodology, they are quite interesting. Mama Nkotino, ya buy a better sharing so say, obeti no comments agu comment section on mama said be ya me hu one kasa wo hweme the opposite will lead the NDC in the 2028 election. Shadow so say anwumre na na president to abetrase na odinsem bakumi bi atodwa ye ba ye beto aso.
Yo, Emma Kwaba about global info analytics. And Sunday, 5th October 2025. Within the Musa Dankwa, I'm head of research and polls our global info analytics. And that year be church NDC for race no kakra. See the race in the economy. We ain't delegate. There be we ain't delegate. It be sad Ghana for say among country. Why is also say only the NDC after John Mahama. We ain't delegate. We amount for and how much of my being. Until the results no every month and pay. You release poll no last Monday or so, but then amanya akwanya may be the tree version ma amount for atiasi. It was amount for Ghana Kagina and any pay 9,500 anything kita. Well Ghana Kagina in about 83 constituencies na inom din kita. Ni bisa mo say why na e fata say nka obedi di MDC after Mahama. Ibisa emu nearly 29.8% and 30% say Haruna Idrisu, Minister of Education. Emu 24% say Johnson Asylum Ketia, National Chairman NDC. Emu 18% say Dr. Atufosin, Minister of Finance. Emu 10% say Honorable Julius Debra, Chief of Staff. Emu 8% say Honorable Ablakwa Samuel, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Emu 2.5% say Honorable Eric Opoku, Minister for Agric. Emu 2.2% say Professor Joshua Alabi, Board Chairman, GCB. And 2% say Ama Kofi Bua, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. And 1.6% say Kwame Iwadako, former boss, and MD, and Dr. Spio Gabra, a former ambassador and a minister of, I think, education some time back, and only 1.1%. Honorable Okovandapoy, former mayor of Accra, 0.1%. We a amount for Adrian Omo the Chile, we NDC delegate. Delegate Omadrin could be different. Yankasubim delegate no. My dream could be different. But if your preferences in July no more hefa, I feel or more. If you much said 100 risu or cost through 3% between July and September, I said in Kitia echo form 2%. At the forcing echo form 4%. Deborah Julius and also call form 1%. A Blackwa answer. And omo e don't beka hono omo twen 4% every bidimon chain to hwea ato force name General Mosquito and Debra numbers no echo form do no echo ni before na e don't beka race no hono and e biso call Haruna Idrisu chain. Now ohwe NDC for omo so ye NDC supporters NDC for kwano why na omo support no Enfini, Omam so me NDC can sample a teacher for no, a cheetah for no, 25% support to a saving Ketia, 33% support to Harun Idrisu, 20% support to Ato Forcing, 7% support to Deborah, and another 7% support to Ablakwa. Inti NDC for Kwano, see, and Omajin a now. Where blocks no see the NPP for block no we the same blocks no if an account block no account block what there Mosquito 29% and ye Haruna Bium any lead or account block no there be a Mosquito 29% at forcing no 18 no account block no over 21% Haruna na over 30 no account block no over 20%. Julius Debra now over 10 no, I can block no over 14%. A Blackwa now over 8 no, in the can block no or 7%. Mayor up to this point, me call because the numbers near just 2% or below. Over the northern block no Haruna ewo 59%. General Nasedun Ketia ewo 17%. Atu Forcing ewo 9%. Ablakwa 4%. And Julius Debra 3%. So in the northern block no top 5 no any Haruna 59%, Nasedun Ketia 17%, Atu Forcing 9%, Ablakwa 4%, Julius Debra 3%. Uba voter block no Ablakwa ene leading 29%. Haruna ewo 18% ewo ho. Atu Forcing ewo 13%. General Mosquito ewo 12%. Ena Julius Debra ewo 7% ewo voter ene woti block. Basa uba swing regions no swing no Greater Accra, Western region and Central region. We regions are critical for you to win the elections ewo krumha. Hono why ne leading. Haruna Elidibium ewo 29%. Ena Atu Forcing 27%. Asedun Ketia 22%. Julius Debra 7%. Ablakwa 6%. Into here in the swing this no Haruna Idrisu again, but Atu Forcing from 3rd to 2nd, Mosquito from 2nd to 3rd, and Debra 4th, and Ablakwa 5th. So that race at the end no and society. So this is the race NDC for omochire omadwin achire. Now o share see the NDC race no kwa in terms of amount for adwin we need delegate amount for omochire omadwin na obehu say account for vote no as split among plenty accounts. Yenhwe Atu Forcing account for 18%. Asedun Ketia account 24%. Debra account 10%. Erikopoku account 2.5%. Amabua account 2%. Erikopoku Kofi Ewa 1.6% account. Nti account for no askata ewo race no. Enona ama dominantly Haruna Idrisu lead at the moment. Say amount for free muna ya aligning race no e be say race no e be look a bit different among general voters. We mamenka so see mamenka biu enye NDC delegate aba omokoto in 2017 ombe leader no enye Ghana for enebeto eye NDC delegate e do appropriate time ye the NDC delegate for the so ebeto dwa afi eno eye too early for us to do that, but time no so na e feel say time na duru a ye be ma mohu NDC for delegate no ehifa ena omo adwen ewo. Say when you video here, video who just like it, comment and share it. We enye ntokwa we amount for our omochiro madwin. Yemfa we enkuntokwa. Me that's it.
Nti no global info analytics executive director Musa Dankwa every work for NDC and NPP one be lisa amonyo community research there on the positives and on the negatives. Say ocean say Australia. Na just say e ma ohu weakness e na ma betima ye e dia increase gains going forward. Sa enso ana ocean na o lead so a e ma ohu ne ma be ya de be consolidate gains na say be ya o be gather mo na o be maintain momentum no. Enti we e adwenkyere me pa cho ma me comment section honom koma me comment sia wi ya no like no wa share ama foforo so na be hwe nwumre o betina na kodwo janto anka e wo nana janto TV.